You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, here we go, guys. We have done video after video after video on women out there actually trying to protect their own sports. Not many of them, but it does seem like there are more women now that are coming out and trying to fight the good fight to actually keep women's sports for women. Now, we've done videos on Lia Thomas, who actually swam on the UPenn's men's team for 3 years, then took a year off, and then went over and swam on the women's team. Now, as a man, Lia Thomas actually ranked somewhere in the 400s, but then quote-unquote transitioned over to a woman and then won an NCAA title, ranked number 1. Now, Lia Thomas is no longer swimming in college anymore. Lia Thomas now has went on the attack now of women, feminists out there actually trying to protect women's sports. Lia Thomas made an appearance on a podcast. I believe the name of it is called Dear Schuler. I don't know this podcast. Now, we got a clip here. We're actually going to listen to it. Now, the person that Lia Thomas has actually been interviewed by, if you read the Outkick article here, is actually a biological female transgender also as well. So just keep that in mind. But the people out there that are fighting to actually keep women's sports for women now getting attacked by Lia Thomas. Now, this is not too surprising now at this point, because remember, Lia Thomas actually did put out that video actually supporting Joe Biden's agenda to amend Title IX. Now, Title IX is supposed to be protecting women, but now they want to redo it to include gender identity. But the women, they don't want that. At least some women. The movement is actually growing, guys. It's not just Riley Gaines out there. Riley Gaines actually got attacked for her opinion by woke students at San Francisco State. I highly doubt that Lia Thomas had anything to say about the Riley Gaines attack. But let's go ahead and listen to this clip here, guys. Pretty disturbing here that Lia Thomas actually goes on the attack of women actually trying to protect their sports. Lia Thomas labels them transphobes. And this biological female right here, who's now identifying as a man, talks about the patriarchy. But let's go ahead and listen to this, guys.
They're like, oh, we respect Lia as a woman, as a trans woman, whatever. We respect her identity. We just don't think it's fair. You can't really have that sort of half support where you're like, oh, I respect her as a woman here, but not here. They're using the guise of feminism to sort of push transphobic beliefs. And I think a lot of people in that camp sort of carry an implicit bias against trans people, but don't want to, I guess, fully manifest or speak that out. And so they try to just play it off as this sort of half support.
They think about how twisted feminism, quote unquote, feminism has become. Their arguments, in order to exclude anybody in the trans category, you have to reduce women to reproductive capacity, which is, in my opinion, extremely anti-feminist. I don't want to put those women down either, and I know you don't want to either, because I see pain. I see pain, and the pain is coming from somewhere. It's not you, though. It's the patriarchy. And how can we get people to see that?
Wow. Amazing stuff right there, guys. Amazing stuff right there. The feminists, I guess they got a wake-up call here. Because the feminists, I guess, the traditional feminists probably never thought that they would actually have to go out there and defend biological males to come into women's sports. But now I guess they're seeing the light a little bit that women are being hurt out there. Peyton McNabb got injured when a volleyball was actually spiked into her face by a transgender player. Maybe some of the feminists are actually waking up. Maybe they'll see this clip here and they'll see that Lia Thomas just called them transphobes. going on the attack, guys. Going on the attack. Now, be sure to check out the live show today. It's actually going to be on Rumble on Black and White News. Check the description because I'm pretty sure me and Rhodes are actually going to talk about this a bit more. Over here on YouTube, we're a bit censored. We actually got a channel strike over there on Black and White Network, so we're going to be making a big announcement here today over there on Rumble. It's going to be a Rumble-only stream. So check the description for that. We'll dive more into this over there. But man, Lia Thomas now has turned into an activist now. Now that the swimming career is over with, I guess Lia Thomas now just wants to completely end women's sports for women. But I'm not surprised. Look at the way the media has actually treated the Riley Gaines attack. They have been zipped. Actually, Riley Gaines actually tweeted out to CNN, hey, put me on there. Because of the whole Fox News thing with them letting Tucker Carlson go, she actually said, hey, CNN, why don't you interview me? I don't think that's going to happen. I believe she's actually going to be on Michelle Tafoyer's podcast. You guys can go and follow Riley Gaines over there on Twitter to find out more about that. But what do you guys think of this? What do you guys think of Lia Thomas going on the attack, calling female and feminists that just want female sports from women, calling them transphobes? It's gotten to this point, guys. We're at a breaking point right now in this fight to actually save women's sports because your government isn't going to do anything about it. 0 Democrats actually voted for a bill to protect women's sports. It passed the House, but we all know it's going to be dead in the Senate. I wouldn't be shocked if 0 Democrats actually voted to not support that bill. Joe Biden already said he's going to veto it because they truly do not care about protecting women and women's sports. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.